A Florida man is in custody tonight accused of targeting at least a dozen prominent Democrats with mail bombs.
Now, the latest one showed up earlier today at this mail processing facility in Burlingame. It was addressed to Bay Area billionaire Tom Steyer, who has spent millions of dollars supporting Democratic causes and candidates. And he wasn't the only California target today. A package addressed to Senator Kamala Harris was also intercepted at a mail facility in South Sacramento.
They are among a total of at least 14 explosive devices mailed to top Democrats and liberal leaders from coast to coast. And although the suspect is in custody, KPIX 5's Andria Borba reports the packages may keep coming. Andria?
Well, Ken, Elizabeth, that suspect is facing 5 federal crimes tonight, including the interstate transportation of an explosive, illegally making explosives, and making a threat against a former president.
14 pipe bombs, but just one key to cracking the case.
Once I knew that they had a print, I was pretty confident that we'd be able to find the right person.
It was a solitary print on one of the 2 bombs mailed to Southern California Congresswoman Maxine Waters. That print led to this man, 56-year-old Cesar Sayoc Jr. His undoing was his previous crimes and the fingerprints and DNA taken from him when he was booked.
They're not just going in and taking 1 or 2 fingerprints. I mean, they're rolling all 10 fingers. They're getting palm prints. They're doing everything. So if they do happen to get a partial print during a crime, they will be able to go back to those major case prints and be able to compare those to any partial that they have.
KPIX 5 security analyst Jeff Harp, former assistant special agent in charge of the San Francisco FBI field office, says the swift investigation from initial package to arrest in less than a week was aided by the fact that none of the suspects' devices exploded, though they were capable.
If you think back, Pan Am 103, a plane blew up, but yet they still discovered the timing device, the watch. They had all these pieces that they were able to put back together. It took a long time to do it. When you don't have a device that's exploded, everything's intact.
Another bonus, that van covered in right-wing political stickers.
Certainly it sticks out. So if a gray sedan drives by, that's not very obvious as a van that drives by that's completely covered in something. So yeah, it does raise the level of suspicion, and it makes the FBI's job a little bit easier to sort of track down or eliminate people.
Harp and FBI Director Wray agree on this fact.
There may be other packages in transit now and other packages on the way. So we need the help of everyone out there, every citizen, everyone in law enforcement, everyone we've got.
Now, the criminal complaint also says Sayoc went as far to include a photograph of his intended target marked with a red X inside each package. In the newsroom, Andria Borba, KPIX 5.
Cesar Sayoc's criminal history dates back decades. He's been arrested at least 9 times before. That includes a 2002 threat to blow up a Florida power company. According to police reports, Sayoc sent them a warning saying, quote, "It would be worse than September 11th. His Twitter account is equally troubling. He frequently used it to lash out at Democratic leaders and liberal activists, including former 49er Colin Kaepernick. That account has been suspended, but tonight some critics say that should have happened weeks ago. On October 11th, he tweeted at a political analyst saying in part, quote, "Hug your loved ones real close every time you leave your home." She reported it as abuse, but Twitter wrote her back saying it wasn't a violation of its rules. No comment from Twitter tonight, but Facebook says it has also removed Sayoc's account from its platform.
Well, the pipe bomb that Sayoc allegedly sent to Tom Steyer turned up at a postal distribution center in Burlingame. When an employee noticed that it looked suspicious, the FBI evacuated the building. An explosives team in bomb suits carried that device onto a truck, took it to a bomb disposal site near the airport, and then detonated it. And late today, Steyer said that President Trump is partly responsible for this situation.
I think what Mr. Trump has done is create an atmosphere that condones violence, that actually incites people's most emotional and violent feelings, and creates an atmosphere where people feel free to live out that kind of behavior and those kinds of feelings.
Well, Steyer is a billionaire philanthropist and the largest donor to the Democratic Party in 2018. He has long campaigned for environmental causes, and since last year, he has been running ads calling for President Trump to be impeached. Now, the president praised law enforcement for today's arrest at a rally in North Carolina, but then accused the media of using the mail bombs for political gain.
Everyone will benefit if we can end the politics of personal destruction. We have seen an effort by the media in recent hours to use the sinister actions of one individual to score political points against me and the Republican Party.
And the president also denounced the attacks as terrorist actions that must be prosecuted to the maximum.